Okay, so we're going to start with the red Strat. Let me just position this a little better. Hopefully you don't see my face, because I don't like showing my face too much. Anyway, that's my problem. I think I'm in, no, here we go, clean. Restart with my dog. Dog! Come on. Okay, I'm restarting because my dog is running around barking at people. Okay, so here's the Ray guitar plugged into the little practice amp. This is, again, these two pickups came out of the mahogany Stratocaster. I had a lot of problems with this. The neck was just fidgety as hell. I had to go through over the frets, and I had to really tighten the truss rod a lot. I had to go over the frets several times to level them. The neck is I'm still not really happy with the neck. I wish the action was lower, but again, this is a good sort of a gift guitar for him. So I'm not going to say beggars will be choosers. He didn't beg me for it, but he doesn't have any money. He doesn't have money very often. When he does, he spends it on food and stuff. But anyway, so it's got these inexpensive pots, which I don't like, but you know, it's out of tune, so. My tuner is in my phone, which I'm using to record video, so I can't tune it with the phone. So, again, 5-way, at least it's a good 5-way. It's a Switchcraft 5-way. The usual in middle position. Again, it's not too bad in the signal to noise ratio. My God, it's pretty good when it's clean. The Dire Straits sound actually isn't too bad. And then it's got a bridge humbucker, which sounds like crap clean, but that's because it's a bridge humbucker. So then we put the distortion on, it's going to get noisy. Not that bad. The taper on the volume part is, ugh. I hate these cheap pots. wireless system. So let's go back. Now we're going to put on the good guitar. Let me reset this. Usually the wireless works pretty well. And I have my torch lamp turned off. Okay. And turn this on. Okay, so let's go to the clean position. So now, you can see here, I got some water slide blanks. They're only like $5 for 5 sheets. And I tried to make white ones for my rosewood fingerboarded, actually it's all rosewood neck, and I forgot, even being in the printing business for 30 years, I forgot that CMYK does not include white. So if you need to have a white water slide, you're going to have somebody make them with what do you call it, with how they make t-shirts. Anyway, so it was a thing I forgot. Anyway, but the water slide worked out fine. And I made the little small one, kind of like the Made in USA on the fender, and it's kind of small. But I'm just sort of figuring out the whole making your own water slides thing. I really didn't do much of a video on that. I tried, but it was kind of dumb. But you can find that somewhere else. So again, you won't hear much of a difference in the clean, I don't think. I think actually you can. Yeah, you can hear the difference. The pickups on this are good. So also it has new strings. I don't change my strings very often. I'm going to start changing them more often than every 2 years. Middle position. This is not a virtual vintage. It is a DiMarzio stack, and it sounds like a virtual vintage to me. Again, the signal to noise ratio on these pickups is really, really good. The dire straight's out of phase. Much better than the other guitar because they're both single coils. And then there's the bridge position, which is actually useful. Nice, smooth. And then here, nice and smooth tone pots. I put it there because the only place you won't have a tone pot is in the middle position. Some people, they will hook up the tone pot to the neck and middle position on the same, but I hardly ever use the middle position anyway. So, and I really don't use the tone pots on a Strat. I use them a lot on my Telecaster, and I use them a lot on my Tele Hybrid Les Paul, because you've got more changes. Also, I don't have a treble bleed on this guitar, so when you turn the volume down, you lose a little bit of treble anyway. This guitar is amazing. So let's turn the distortion on. Again, with the CTS pots, you get a lot more, as you bring the volume up, except for the hiss of the distortion being on, it's much more musical. The second position, the neck position. And then the middle position. Dyer's trace position, turn down a little. Before, with the other pickups, this would sound terrible, and it was so noisy and weak. Couldn't use it. Now the bridge position, the pickup. This is an amazing pickup. It really screams. You know, the old Jeff Beck. I mean, this pickup really sounds good. The original Virtual Vintage, when it was here, was close to sounding that good, but not like this. And listen to the signal to noise ratio. That is really crank. You could also tell I love these bridges. I mean, the Floyds are great, but that's 80s technology. With the VS100N and the trem setter making it nice and stiff, and the slippery nut and string trees and the locking tuners. I mean, I don't even know why I would never put a Floyd in a guitar again. still in tune. These strings were only put on yesterday. Now, what the trem setter does is it puts a back. I don't know how to explain it, but you know when you're playing and you're holding this string down, when you bend, this string will go flat. So, but if you do this, if you have a trem setter in the back of where the springs are, the strings, it creates sort of a backward tension, so you don't the bridge doesn't fall. So here, I'm going to go in like a. Now I'm gonna bend the string, but I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna play the E top string and show you what happens. It's not dropping, and same with the B string. It drops a little bit, but not too bad. Now, if you're using a pedal tone, E, you know, like, then that E will drop a little. But that's where you have this. It's where you want to do that, the old cream trick, you know. You can't do that. Now, Wilkinson does make a bridge that when the bar goes down, it goes into a locking position. But for some reason, Gibson has the copyright on that. So you can't get those in the United States. You'd have to find somebody in Canada or somewhere else, have it shipped to Canada, and then have the person in Canada ship it to you. And they're very, very, very expensive. I think they're about, after paying for it in England, where they're made in England, shipped to Canada, and then somebody to ship it to you, it's like nearly $300. So unless you're insanely wealthy, nobody has those in the U.S. But anyway, so that's the, turn this distortion off. That is the story of the two Stratocasters. I've also finished the Telecaster Les Paul Special Hybrid. I finished that yesterday. It's been a very busy week, which I can't go into because of other people involved. But next thing I'm going to work on is my Telecaster, which has basically been finished for a while. I have to put the pegs on. It's a virgin neck, even though I've made it look really old. I'm trying to make that guitar look as old as I can. So I found some old traditional looking pegs, and I even found some flathead, slotted screws to hold the pegs down. And I took the string trees off of, I think it was the red guitar, the traditional string trees, and I got a black regular, I think it's a Tusk. I always use Tusk nuts for the. I had a brass nut in that guitar, and I can't find where it went. It may have gone with the original neck. I sold the original neck, and that's a really long story. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to edit this video into 2 or 3 episodes. Remember to like and subscribe. I have a lot of video that I have to edit. Besides working on guitars, I've got some videos of working on computers, like my HP Hackintosh here, that's already online. I have a couple of other videos I have to edit of Hackintoshes, and I also do woodworking. Mostly I work on making cabinet doors. I made one cabinet. I'm not too happy with it, but I'm pretty good at making the doors, and there's very specific tools that you need for making doors. With the shaker style. So anyway, I appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully you watched it. I know that a lot of people, when they watch the YouTube videos, they don't finish. They only watch the first few minutes and then they move on. Please like and subscribe. I have yet to make a dime off any of these YouTube videos. I think you have to get thousands and thousands and thousands of hits in order to make money, because I thought I was going to make money on this, but I'm not. So, also I have a new name for my guitar company. I call it DGF Guitars. I just registered dgfguitars.com and dgfguitars@gmail.com, because I'm planning on moving out of the valley in the next few months and moving to the west side of Los Angeles, and that's going to be a big undertaking. I've been here since 2011. We have a me and my mom bought a fourplex with a pool in 2011, and we're going to sell it. And the amount of money that I hope to have in cash in order to buy something else is a astronomical amount of money that I can't go into because you think I'm insane. But you need a lot of money to buy something that I want to be able to buy a house with a rental unit, and either with a garage or be able to build a working room to do this guitar work, because I won't have. Right now I've got a work room, which is the pool room, and then I have adjacent to that was the one-car garage that I turned into a studio. And that's all going to go. One of the problems that I've had here with having a workroom is it shares space with a pool equipment, and I have a terrible problem with rust. My tools have all gotten rusty. The guitar has gotten rusty. The monster guitar, I have to take it completely apart and get all the rust off of it. I think I'm going to change the what do you call it, these things? I always forget the name of these things. I'm going to change the parts of the bridge to hopefully titanium, and I'm going to be putting in a sustainer system in that, and also I plan on putting, in addition to the sustainer to replace the pickup that was here, I want to get a MIDI system. I had a MIDI system in my guitar, one of my guitars, years and years ago, and I was in a car wreck, and all my rig was in the wreck car, and I forgot to get it out because my brain was so scrambled from being in the terrible car wreck. But it was a GK1. It wasn't very good. Now I understand that they've got a system that goes in here that doesn't require an interface or anything, that supposedly will work wirelessly to a dongle that plugs into USB on your computer. Because mostly I would want to use it for recording. And it would be cool to have the MIDI on a guitar that's got a sustainer, because I won't have to have the guitar plugged in and playing through an amp in order to get the sustain out of the guitar. In order, if you want to play a saxophone or a trumpet and you don't have the guitar plugged in to get any reverberational sustain out of the guitar, it would be a real pain in the ass. So with the vibrating pickup sustainer, that would be a really cool setup. So I hope to, but I'm not going to do that until after I move. So that's going to be a while. So anyway, sorry about the rambling, but I hope you enjoyed this, and toodaloo.